Hey everyone, and welcome to today's mat class where we're going to be working on the full body, getting in 30 minutes of mindful movement today here. If you have a set of wrist weights that weigh no more than about 1.5 pounds each wrist, grab those, place them on. I've got two different resistances for booty bands, something that's medium and something that's lighter. And then if you have a Pilates ball, include that. Of course, know that this class can be done without any of these pieces of equipment. And of course, you can always choose to use where you want, take off when you need, listen to your own body, and take any choices and options that feel best for you. We're going to start today moving through the whole upper posture, releasing any tension that could be in the neck, working through the arms, and opening up the hips. Starting right here, reach the arms all the way out. Let your shoulders glide down and away from the ears. You're going to give yourself a soft transfer of weight, sending the hips back, reaching the arms forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring yourself to standing, stretching through the floor, opening up through the chest. Deep breath in, lightly bending through that right leg, sending the left leg long. Exhale as you come all the way up to standing, hips underneath ribs. Just like that on your inhale, we reach. Eyes to floor, exhale, lift. Following your hips back, making sure that the knee as it bends doesn't go over top of the ankle. You're sending your hips back, elongating through the hamstring. This isn't quite as deep as a lunge, nor is it as deep as a squat. It's just that light Pilates sit back. Exhale, lengthen, stretching out through the stomach wall, deep breath in. Keep opening up to the chest, expanding to the arms, pushing your foot into the floor to straighten the leg as you come up. We're going to go for one more each side. Deep breath in, exhale, lengthen. Last time here, deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen, sending your right arm towards the left, stretching as you internally rotate. Take your arms and start to reach all the way towards the back of your mat. Coming all the way back through center, bringing that right arm all the way out, stepping your foot back to a parallel. Deep breath in, exhale, reach. Right arm lengthens. We send both arms towards the back of our mats. Taking the arms all the way back to the side, re-find your parallel. Right arm opens. Deep breath in. Toes to floor, bending that left leg, feeling this internal rotation as you twist. Left arm stays, right arm opens, 2 more to go. Right toes, squeeze that right butt cheek as you twist. Feel where your rib cage is taking you over. One more time here, deep breath in. Exhale, contract the right glute. Take your arms all the way back, sending that right arm open, left side, deep breath in. Twist, reach. Overextend, and right from here, contract that left glute. Sending your arms all the way out, the right arm stays to the side, the left arm opens. Twist, internal rotation, stretch, twist. You're opening up every chance you get, not only through center, but also in this twist, we're wringing out through our core muscles, we're stretching through our left hip flexor, we're engaging to that left glute, and we're also working in the supporting right leg and thigh. Exhale, reach, stretch, twist. Return back home. Right arm stays, left arm opens. 2 more to go. Internal rotation, toes down, back right heel is lifted. I said right, but I meant left. Open up. It always happens when you teach online that you get into this sort of confusion of, wait, which side am I working? Especially as you're warming up. It happens to me in studio as well. Some of you know all too well. Taking your arms, making sure that reach out is happening strong and long. Take your elbows, exhale, bring them right towards your spine. Think of going not so much forward, but more so back. Open and expand the chest. Reach the arms out and draw in. Deep breath in, chest expansion. Exhale, elbows drawing in towards your lumbar. Thinking of that resistance that you can create as you close in. You're increasing that feeling of tension right underneath the arms. Inhale to stretch, exhale to pull. One more set of 4. Legs staying long, keeping that firm connection through your feet. Keep stretching through your torso, up to the ceiling through that lengthening of your neckline. Take your arms and bring your hands all the way up towards your shoulders, elbows back. walking the legs in and underneath the hips. We're gonna step forward with the left foot, taking the right leg out behind us. Elbows drawing back, chest expands, eyes staying forward. Lightly bend your standing left leg. Notice that my knee isn't forward, my hips are back. That light bend is where you're gonna keep your knee over top of your ankle, extending through the hamstring. We're gonna open up that front right hip flexor, intentionally contracting the right glute. Lift right away, balance work is on. Deep breath in, lower down without letting the leg drop, and exhale. Arms staying lifted is enough right here to work through your posture. If ever you feel that you're starting to get a little bit tight, take your hands into a press into center, light little Pilates prayer, not quite out with the elbows dropped, or you can have your elbows in towards your waist. Now, as you take that right leg up, it's not lifting because of back extension. What it is lifting from is glute contraction, which is extending that front right hip flexor. Deep breath into lower, go for a last set of 4, and inhale, lower. Exhale for 3, contracting through that stomach wall on the way up and also the way down. You're pressing down, you're controlling, not going fast, trying to keep it slow and focused. You're gonna take your right leg all the way up from here, taking your elbows into your waist from wherever you are. Keep your eyes directly forward. Take a deep breath in, bend your knee in, pulling your elbows slightly back further. Exhale, reach your hands all the way out in front of you as you extend your right leg long. You're taking the bend in, elbows draw back, chest and clavicles, nice width. Go for another set of 6, inhale to bend. All this work is coming into that standing left glute. You're stretching out in opposition and you're squeezing the right butt intentionally at the end. Make that muscle pop. Exhale, reach all the way out. Deep breath in. Exhale, stretch. Last time, take your inhale, pull the elbows in, feel that openness to the collarbone, stretch it out. Stay right here, shoulders roll back, palms to floor. Eyes staying forward, and from here finishing small, lower, lift. Go slow, down, squeeze, hold, lower, squeeze, hold. Last set of 3, 2, squeeze that right butt, make the leg lift from the glute, controlling down, take your right foot all the way underneath your hip. Roll your chin towards your sternum. Look to the floor. Bend your knees softly, smoothly. Come on down. If you need to bend your knees more to have your hands find the floor, or if you want to take it to a rag doll, go for it. Take a deep breath in to stay. And then looking down towards your hands as you bend your knees softly, smoothly, walk your hands a light bit more forward, stepping your left leg and right leg all the way back, finding right here a micro pike. Now, when I say micro pike, your heels are not on the floor like a downward dog. You're not lifting your heels high like a high V pike. You're simply shifting the weight from your hands to lightly lift your tailbone up, so that when you look at your hands, your arms are slightly more in front. Now from here, you're gonna start with your right leg. Take a deep breath in. We hold this micro pike. On the exhale, drive your right knee towards the floor, towards your thumbs, towards your wrists, touch the ground. Stretching that right leg all the way back, find your micro pike. Deep breath in. Exhale. Drive the knee down, touch the floor. Press back, right leg long. Exhale, knee comes in forward. The weight shifts into your fingertips. You press down through the left toes. Activate the core, take the right leg back. 2 more. Exhale. Deep breath in. 1 more time. Exhale, draw in. Pressing that right leg all the way back. Take a deep breath in. Find that micro pike. Not too high at the heels, not flat. Scooping up and in with the abdominals. Looking towards the floor. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, bend your knees. Walk your hands towards your feet. Bend a little bit deeper. Let your entire weight go through your head. no tension. And then softly bending your knees, using your feet, planting those heels into the floor, unraveling all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to set up right away for the second side, so just making sure that with the form, you're always connecting with that feeling of openness through the chest. We are stretching through now that left hip flexor, engaging our glute. The right leg steps forward ever so softly. You're going to be bringing right away those arms up, elbows wide, palms in alignment with the shoulders, sending right away the left leg behind you. Lightly bending through that right leg, feeling where your knee isn't forward, but where rather your hips are back. You're going to stretch your leg, take a deep breath in, opening up through those clavicles, lifting all the way up off the floor, testing your balance. Take a deep breath in to lower, and exhale, lift. Deep breath in, come down, exhale, lift. Now identifying right away how you're moving, you want to feel that this left hip flexor again is stretching out because at the very top, you're activating, you're holding that left glute in connection. So lower down with control, slow it down, keep your eyes up, making sure that the chest is staying activated in width. If you need to, again, have your hands in a light Pilates prayer, elbows down, go for it, or your elbows would stay right in. You're taking this lift up and down for another set of 3. Go slow. Deep breath in. Control that down. Feel like you're pressing against something on the way down, and you're controlling that lift, using that left glute. Squeeze up, 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 up. Lengthen. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Taking your leg all the way down, all the way up. Find that hold. Stay. Taking your elbows in. Feel your chest right away open from that engagement of your shoulder girdle. You're going to take your left knee, you're going to pull it in as you keep your elbows tucked in and back. Your torso softly elevates. You're over top of your hips, keeping that right leg in focus of the hamstring, reaching all the way out, sending your arms forward. Drive the elbows in and back. Take your inhale. On your exhale, the left leg is not going high. It's reaching out and you're squeezing that glute. Pop that booty as hard as you can. Take that inhale, draw in. And exhale. Balance is always different from one leg to the next. Try not to drop your head. Engage through your core muscles. Feel the abs ignite as you take that stretch. Squeeze the left glute. Lots to think about. Mindful movement again. 2, stretch, reaching all the way out. Go for a last one, all the way in. Drive those elbows back. Chest expansion, light bend through the knee, hips go back, left leg goes long, squeeze the glute, palms right away, over top of the floor, and from here you lower with control, exhale, squeeze the glute to lift. Deep breath in. You're going to feel this burn happening on the right side, but I want you to concentrate on what that left side's doing. This is last 2. Inhale, lower. Squeeze to lift. Last one down. Whew. Lift. Take your leg all the way in and underneath the hip. Give yourself a moment. Whew. Shake it out if you need. You're going to let your knees soften, drop your chin to chest, and roll down. Oh, yes. Nice little moment for a stretch here. If you want to have your knees softened because you feel that your joints are starting to push back, make sure your knees are lightly softened. If you need your knees more in a bend to help your torso weight get heavy, give yourself that deeper bend. From here, you're going to relax your chin. Let your head weight drop entirely. Take a deep breath in. Slowly bring your gaze towards your hands. Start to walk your hands all the way out and find that same mini pike plank. That's what I'm going to call it, the mini pike plank. The hands are slightly forward. The tailbone is not arched. You're not pressing the heels down. You're not letting your head weight drop. You're keeping this idea of scoop up happening from the abs, almost like you're about to go further, but you don't. Take your inhale, hold it here. And on your exhale, drive that left knee forward towards your thumbs, towards your wrists, touch the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, press on back. Mini pike plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, drive forward. Inhale to stay. Exhale, use those hands, use your core, press the leg back, move slow. Deep breath in. Exhale, drive all the way forward. Checking that your body coming back into that micro mini plank doesn't go too far back. I went too far back on that last one. Driving your knee forward, last set of 2, exhale. It's all about the form. Take the toes back, feel where you can stay, eyes focused right towards the thumbs. Hands slightly forward, last time. Drive forward, breathe out. Knee comes to the floor, deep breath in. Exhale, press all the way out. Find that mini pike. Take your hips softly, slowly down. Find a full plank. Shoulders away from ears, eyes to mat. I want you to think of this, we're gonna do 5 on each side, as a chest expansion. You're gonna press to the right foot, press to the right hand, lift up that left arm, squeeze the shoulder blades in together. Take your left hand, bring it down as long as you can to the floor, find the ground. Going for another set of 4. Right hand and right foot reaching down. You lift that left arm, you squeeze the shoulder girdle together. If ever you need to modify, you'll modify with your right knee on the floor. And from here, what you would do is you'd open up, no different than if you were in that side plank fully. Stretch open. Take your arm down. Let your upper back follow. Twist, eyes towards the floor. We've got a last set of 2 from either option. Exhale. Reach up. Shoulder girdle connected. Hand coming all the way down over top of the floor first. Work that oblique. Come all the way down to the ground. Final time. Deep breath in. Exhale. We open. We reach up. Squeeze the shoulder girdle together. Find that extension. Come all the way down. Reaching that palm to the floor, sending your body long. Give yourself a quick moment here. Knees down, upper back stretching, reaching, child's pose. Roll the wrists out if you need. Take an inhale to stay. On your next exhale, unravel 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to do the second side, 5 reps. Again, if you need to modify, the left knee would stay down as we open up to the right. Setting up if you're going to long plank, hands wide, reaching left leg, right leg back. Take an inhale. Find that core connection. Eyes in front of fingertips. Exhale, start to find that twist. Reaching up slow. Move with control. Arm up, shoulder blades in. Palm reaches over top of the floor, long arm. Come back to center, stack, stay. Deep breath in. Exhale, press through the floor. Use that left arm, use the left hand, open up. You don't have to follow with the eyes. You can stay focused forward if you need. You're setting that right arm down slowly and coming back to center. It's that slow down that is the magic. 3 more. Press, reach up, squeeze, stay. Take that right arm all over the floor, long, long, long. Come back to center. Deep breath in, exhale, 2 more, reach down. Press all the way up. Shoulder girdle in check. Right hand slowly coming down. Palm coming to floor. Last time, deep breath in. This is why we just do 5. This slow movement focuses every muscle into working together. Shoulder girdle in. Take that right arm down slow, slow, slow. Take your hand to the floor. Take an inhale, stay, reach out through the crown of the head. Activate those legs, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Taking your knees down 1 at a time, opening your knees as wide as you can on the floor. And as you press back, lift your palms to ceiling, shoulders down, forehead heavy. Just allowing for your arms to release anything that they feel. Maybe your hands even flip back to the floor. Whew. When you're ready, use the ground. Unravel your body, come all the way up, and take off those wrist weights if you were using them. Set them to the side. We're going to be grabbing a resistance band for the next exercise. And this is where, if you have choices of resistance, I'm going to suggest that you go with something that's medium, medium light, not heavy, heavy. You can play around with medium heavy, but medium is pretty perfect. And of course, take that with a grain of salt because we all have a different interpretation for medium, depending on the day. What you're going to do first is set up with your band right around your legs. You want to have your band set up exactly where the tops of your quads and your knees start. So it's actually kind of the base of your quads, that's what we'd say. Right around that area. Now from here, you're going to bring your tailbone up. If your ball is slightly out of reach, bring it and have it close by so that you don't have to look for it when we use it. We're gonna lie on down, and the first part of this exercise is to feel comfortable. I say that and right away I'm like, oh, I gotta switch my hair up because that bun at the back does not let the head get flat. For this exercise, we're gonna start with the feet at a point in openness where the tension is already taut. You're not tight, tight, tight pressing out where you feel like you're about to break the band. You're at that point where there's no slack, the band's not loosey, and you have just a little bit of that feedback starting you off. Check that your feet aren't turned out where the pinky toes and big toes are away from the ankles. You have your feet in the perfect parallel. Heels and toes, you can even use the side of the mat as an alignment guide. Keep them parallel. Using your arms into the ground, opening up the collarbones, press through the floor with your heels, with your toes, the entire foot of each right and left leg working. The hips come up into our Pilates bridge. Pilates bridges are different than yoga. You're not trying to arch the back. You're keeping the shoulders relaxed, engaging through the lower abdominals, holding the lift from the glutes, the abs. You're going to start with your legs. Flare your band out just enough that you feel a slight change in tension. You're wanting to make sure that you also don't flare so wide that you start to roll out through your ankles. You can see on camera and on screen right here that my flare is not huge. It's pretty minimal. Part of that is based on the tension I'm using. And also part of that is based on the movement range that I'm in. The smaller you move, the more you're going to be able to isolate the feeling of stop. So what I want you to do here is as you open, find a stop. Lightly release, also stop. Exhale as you open a bit wider. Deep breath in as you release. Feeling that the legs are working right away from those hip joints, right in the front, the hip bones. The legs are going a little wider. This is working part of the glutes while also opening up to the hips. So there's a little bit of this counterintuitive work that's happening. And again, different than going fast, the slow and controlled movement helps train the muscle patterns needed to support us in life. We want to train that isolation of turning on long enough that the body remembers. And that's what we want, for the body to remember what to do when we turn around fast, when we accidentally step off the pavement the wrong way, when maybe we have to bend down fast and pick up a kid who's running away, whatever happens in a way of your body making sure that you don't injure yourself. That's what we're doing here. We're training those muscle patterns. Now you've done a good number of reps. We're going to go for 4 more. Take that inhale, softly release. Make sure you find that stop on the out, stop on the close. And it's not even a close. You're just finding that place where you started the movement from. Take your knees back to your start position, hold. Feel your abdominals now. Try to bring that intention right here into your abs, right into your lower transverse. You're keeping your shoulders relaxed, and you are taking your glutes up an inch, down an inch. Not fast, controlled. Keeping the tension at this peak point of hold. Gather the resistance and lift for a final set of 6. Deep breath in. 6. 5. Think of the abs, gain that second of contraction on the lift. Deep breath in. Last 3. Last 2. Last one to lift. Up. Take an inhale, stay. And exhale, peel down one vertebrae at a time. Make your way all the way to the floor. Let your knees close to an internal rotation. Walk your feet slowly in. Not up, taking your band all the way off of the thighs. Place your band all the way next to you. You're gonna grab right away your ball. And what we're gonna do is place the ball underneath the soles of the feet. We wanna have a positioning where the thighs are together as much as they can be, feet as together as much as they can be on the ball. Now from here, take your arms, reach them all the way out behind you, thumbs to floor, and stop before you feel any discomfort come into your shoulders. Now I want you to use your thumbs on the ground if you're able to touch, to keep those index fingers up and off the floor. You're not letting your hands relax, you're keeping just your thumbs down. This can also be done if you need to modify with your hands on any object. It could be a couple books, it could be 2 cushions, anything for feedback. Modification, if you can't touch, palms will be to the ceiling, and you'll just hold your stretch right here. Now from here, what you want to do is feel your upper back. If it's starting to lift, bring it down, close the ribs. Feel right away the spine in connection to the floor. There's that sense of closing the rib cages, I should say, and also activating the abs. Shoulders relaxed, take a deep breath in, stretch your legs all the way up forward. Exhale, bend the knees in. As you stretch, you are resisting the lower back from arching out with your abdominals. Now that doesn't mean that you're going into an imprint spine where your whole lower back is touching the mat. We're not. We're trying to keep as much as we can in neutral. But what you are trying to prevent is that the rib cage lets go and flares, or that the back continues to arch. We don't want that space. We want to feel the rib cage stay closed and use the feeling of control through rolling out, keeping the inner thighs glued together. Exhale, rolling in. There's a light little bit of pressure that you add into the ball to make sure that it doesn't simply bounce away from the feet. We're gonna go for another set of 3. Deep breath in. Now squeeze and connect, contracting the inner thighs in as you bend. Deep breath in for 2. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last one, deep breath in, reaching all the way out. On this exhale, bend your knees, roll the legs in. Now reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Continue to nod your chin up, taking your hands right behind the nape of the neck, helping support the head from here. Taking your right leg all the way up towards the ceiling into a tabletop position. Keep the left leg on the ball. Eyes towards the knees. Take a deep breath in, reach that left leg all the way out on the ball. Exhale, slowly bend in, stop, stay. Deep breath in, the left leg stretches. Exhale, bend it back in. Now we're gonna add on. Just like you would on a reformer, just like you would in other classes, we're gonna take it to a bicycle, stretching that right leg out as the left leg bends in. Deep breath in. Exhale, hips staying completely supported through the abs. You might feel, which is exactly what I have going on, that the left leg has almost shifted its positioning from the ball, from being on the foot, that now it's creeping up the calf. That's part of the challenge. Keep working with where it is. Exhale, take that right leg out. 2 more reps. Deep breath in. Exhale. Last one, take that left leg out. Keep the right leg bent and slowly bring the left leg all the way in to stay. Knees staying glued together. You're gonna take your hands, bring your arms all the way out. Take a deep breath in to lower all the way down to your head. Exhale, squeeze the knees in, take your arms up. Stretch your legs forward. Bend them back in, inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Reach the arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, nod. Inhale, we stretch the legs. Exhale, we bend the knees. Deep breath in, softly lower all the way down, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, nodding up, reach. Inhale, legs go out, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale to bend. Deep breath in, come all the way down. Last final time. My arms went a little too high on that last one. Lift up. Take your legs all the way out, squeeze the inner thighs, keep the lower back as stationary and flat as possible. Imprint, stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head heavy, shoulders relaxed. Give yourself a little moment here on the back. Let the lower back release. If it feels good to roll up from side to side, go for it. We do have a second side to do. And all you need to do first is bring your feet down, find the ball, and what we're gonna do before we do the second side, bring the ball right between the center of the legs, a little higher up than your kneecaps. This is gonna be a quick set, and all you wanna do is use your feet not so wide as where you had them before with the band. Walk your feet a little bit more narrow in, heels in alignment with the sit bones. Shoulders and clavicles down and wide, back of the head in the mat. Take your inhale. Exhale, roll into your imprint first. Feel the lower back flatten. And then continuously feel each part of your spine lift up as you come to bridge. Now from here, you're going to release your tailbone halfway. Feel where there's almost this softening through the lower back, almost like you're letting your hips drop away from your rib cage. Exhale, bring the hip bones up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the ball. Just like that, deep breath in, halfway down. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Now, when you lift up, you're not tucking your butt. You're squeezing your glutes for sure, but you're not tucking. You're lifting through a squeeze, and you're thinking of your abdominals also helping close the ribs down so as not to lift higher from the shoulders and back. Go for a last set of 4, and lift. For 3, exhale, lift, squeeze. Final set of 2. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, squeeze, hold. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Take an inhale and exhale. Peel down one vertebrae at a time. Feeling each part of your spine meet the floor. Relaxing your tailbone, nodding up, bringing that ball right away underneath your feet. Setting up for the second side. What we're gonna do is right away, check that the legs are together so that you have the same start position. You're gonna take your arms and right from here, bring them all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, nod your chin, look towards the legs, hands go right behind the head. You're going to take the left leg up to tabletop, and from here, keeping your thoracic curl, deep breath in, we stretch the right leg. Exhale, bend it back. Left leg stays right over top of the hip bone. Make sure you see it there. You're not compressing the lower back and in any imprint. You're keeping your abs connected through the use of your obliques and transverse, adding the bicycle through that left leg stretch. Deep breath in, reach. Try to find that moment where everything is working for a stop in contraction. You're training your muscles to grow long, reaching that right thigh away from the hip, then taking the left leg out long, contracting through your core muscles, inner thigh, transverse abdominals, obliques, rectus. Exhale, taking the left leg out. We have our last set of 3. Exhale, stretch it out. For 2. Exhale, reaching out. Last one, take a deep breath in. Hold the right leg out, keep the left leg bent, and bring that right leg all the way up next to the left. Keeping your legs up, going right away into an imprint spine. Feel that lower back flatten into the floor. And to finish here, you're going to take your legs by themselves. Inhale as you reach out. Exhale as you bend all the way back into tabletop for 4 more. Inhale. Go no further than where you can keep your lower back flat. It might not even be the full way out to stretch the legs where you feel the challenge for you. This should be all lower abs. Last time, take the inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend the knees back slowly, smoothly. Hold, lift, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down, knees to chest. Give yourself a light little pull, elbows to floor, shoulders roll back and down, and feet to floor. Whew. Give yourself an opening right here into a butterfly. Open your palms towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulder blades back. Head heavy. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. One more time to stay. And exhale. When you're ready, help the legs close. You can use your hands. Slowly bring them all the way in, rolling towards whatever side of your mat that you choose, making your way all the way onto your stomach. letting your elbows soften underneath your shoulders as we go into a baby cobra. Take a deep breath in. Feel the stomach wall stretch as you pull your shoulders back, drive your elbows back, eyes forward. And if it feels good to press from the floor, lifting up, go for it. Take a deep breath in, growing longer through the crown of the head. Exhale, soften through your rib cage, come down, drawing your hands all the way in under your shoulders, using your arms, pressing up, rounding through your back, finishing in a child's pose. Take a deep breath in, and on your next exhale, use the ground with your hands to restack your spine. Make your way all the way up. Nice tall posture. Take a deep breath in, finishing with your arms lifting all up to the ceiling. Palms facing forward. Exhale, open your chest. Pull the elbows down. Feel the expansion, space, and energy that you've created in your body. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mat today for this class. I hope that you feel the benefits of working with that slow, controlled, precise movement. I look forward to hearing your comments, hearing what you liked about this class, and of course, looking forward to seeing you on Burn Pilates for the next class that you take here with me. Have a great day, everyone.